Walk into any luxury car dealership today, and you'll pay $60,000, $70,000, even $80,000 for a brand new luxury SUV, loaded with payments, drowning in depreciation, and hoping nothing breaks after the warranty expires. But there's a different group of drivers out there making a smarter choice. They're buying 20-year-old Lexus vehicles, and they're driving them like they're brand new. I'm talking about the 2003 to 2005 Lexus ES, GS, LS, RX, and GX models. Cars that sold for $40,000 to $70,000 back in the day. And now, you can pick one up for $5,000 to $15,000. Sounds like a gamble, right? Buying a car that's 2 decades old? Not with a Lexus. These aren't clapped-out beaters held together with duct tape and prayers. These are meticulously engineered luxury machines that were built to last 500,000 miles. And with the right maintenance, they're just getting broken in at 200,000. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why smart drivers are choosing a 20-year-old Lexus over a brand new car. We'll talk reliability, value, total cost of ownership, and why these older models might actually be better than what's on the lot right now. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be shopping for one yourself. Let's get into it. The reliability factor, built to last forever. Let's start with the obvious reason, reliability. Lexus has consistently ranked at the top of every reliability survey for decades. J.D. Power, Consumer Reports, you name it, Lexus is always number 1 or number 2. But here's what makes the 2003 to 2005 models special. These cars were built during what many mechanics consider Lexus's golden era. They came before all the complicated electronics, before the touchscreens that glitch out, before the turbochargers and direct injection that cause carbon buildup. These are simple, overbuilt, bulletproof machines. The engines? Legendary. The 3.0-liter 1MZ-FEV6, the 3.3-liter 3MZ-FEV6, the 4.3-liter 3UZ-FEV8, and the 4.7-liter 2UZ-FEV8. All of them known for running 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 miles with basic maintenance. The transmissions? Smooth as silk. These are traditional automatics, not the CVTs or dual clutch units that fail in newer cars. Change the fluid every 60,000 miles, and they'll outlast the body of the car. The suspension? Designed for comfort and longevity. No air suspension to leak and fail. Just proven coil springs, shocks, and control arms that are cheap and easy to replace. I've seen 20-year-old Lexus vehicles with 250,000 miles that drive smoother and quieter than brand new economy cars. No rattles, no squeaks, no warning lights. That's the kind of reliability you just don't get anymore, even from new luxury brands. The value proposition. Luxury for the price of a Honda Civic. Here's where things get really interesting. A brand new 2025 Lexus RX starts at around $50,000. Add some options, and you're pushing $60,000 or more. Finance it over 6 years at 7% interest. You're looking at monthly payments around $900 to $1,000, plus insurance, plus registration, plus maintenance. Now, let's talk about a 2004 Lexus RX 330. You can find clean examples with 150,000 to 180,000 miles for $8,000 to $12,000. Pay cash, and your only costs are insurance, gas, and basic maintenance. No car payment, no depreciation, no $800 a month stress. And here's the kicker. That 2004 RX 330 has most of the same luxury features as the new one. Leather seats, heated seats, power everything, premium sound system, sunroof, even navigation in some models. Sure, it doesn't have Apple CarPlay or a backup camera, but you know what? You can add both for less than $500 if you really want them. So let's do the math. Buy a $10,000 RX 330. Drive it for 5 years, and even if you spend $3,000 on maintenance over that time, you're still at $13,000 total. buy a new RX, you'll spend $60,000 on payments alone, not counting interest, insurance, or depreciation. That's a $47,000 difference. For what? A backup camera and Bluetooth? Smart drivers are doing the math, and they're choosing the 20-year-old Lexus every single time. The models you should be looking at. Not all 20-year-old Lexus models are created equal. Some are absolute home runs. Others, you'll want to avoid them. Here are the best ones to buy. 2003 to 2005 Lexus ES 300/330. This is the sweet spot. The ES is basically a fancy Toyota Camry with a V6 and luxury features, rock-solid reliability, cheap to maintain, and you can find clean examples for $5,000 to $8,000. Perfect daily driver. 2003 to 2005 Lexus RX 300/330. The RX is the luxury SUV everyone wants. Comfortable, spacious, and bulletproof. The V6 engine and transmission are proven winners. Expect to pay $8,000 to $12,000 for a good one. 2003 to 2005 Lexus GX 470. This is the hidden gem. It's a Toyota 4Runner in a tuxedo with the legendary 4.7-liter V8. These things will run forever, especially if you need 4WD in towing capability. Look for rust underneath, but mechanically, they're tanks. Price range: $10,000 to $15,000. 2003 to 2005 Lexus LS 430. If you want the ultimate luxury sedan, this is it. The LS 430 is over-engineered to the point of absurdity. V8 power, whisper quiet cabin, air suspension, which can be expensive to fix, so check carefully. These were $60,000 plus new, and you can get one for $8,000 to $12,000 now. 2003 to 2005 Lexus GS 300 and 430. The GS is the sportier sedan option. The GS 300 has the reliable 3.0-liter inline-six, and the GS 430 has the V8. Both are fun to drive and built like vaults. Price range: $6,000 to $10,000. These are the ones you want. Avoid the IS 300 from this era, higher maintenance costs, and the SC 430 convertible, air suspension issues. What to look for when buying. Alright, so you're sold on the idea. You want to buy a 20-year-old Lexus, but how do you make sure you're getting a good one? Here's what to check. Service records. This is the #1 thing. A Lexus with complete service records is worth way more than one without. Look for regular oil changes, transmission fluid changes, coolant flushes, and timing belt replacements, if applicable. Rust. These cars are mechanically bulletproof, but they can rust. Check the undercarriage, wheel wells, and frame carefully. If you're in the rust belt, this is critical. Oil leaks. Older Lexus engines can develop valve cover gasket leaks or oil pan leaks. They're not expensive to fix, but use them as negotiating points. Transmission feel. Take a test drive and make sure the transmission shifts smoothly. No slipping, no harsh shifts, no delays. If the fluid has been changed regularly, it should feel perfect. Suspension. Listen for clunks or rattles over bumps. Check for oil leaks on the shocks. Replacing suspension parts is cheap, but it's good to know what you're getting into. Air conditioning. Make sure the AC blows cold. Older Lexus. AC systems are reliable, but if it needs a recharge or a compressor, that's a $500 to $1,000 repair. Interior condition. Lexus interiors hold up incredibly well, but check for cracked dashboards, worn leather, and working power seats. If the interior is trashed, walk away. Pre-purchase inspection. Always get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic. Spend $100 to $150 now to avoid a $3,000 surprise later. If the car checks all these boxes, you found a winner. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. And if you're serious about keeping your Lexus running forever, click the link in the description to grab my free 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint. It's a complete guide that shows you exactly when and how to maintain every system in your Lexus, so you get maximum reliability and value for decades to come. The maintenance reality, what you'll actually spend. Let's talk real numbers. One of the biggest fears people have about buying an older car is maintenance costs. And yeah, a 20-year-old Lexus will need more maintenance than a new car. But here's the thing, it's not as bad as you think. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, about $60 if you go to a shop, $30 if you do it yourself. Call it $200 a year. Transmission fluid every 60,000 miles, about $150 for a drain and fill. That's once every few years. Coolant every 50,000 miles or 5 years, about $120. Again, not every year. Brake pads and rotors every 40,000 to 60,000 miles, about $300 to $500 depending on whether you do front or all four. Tires every 40,000 to 50,000 miles, about $600 to $800 for a good set. Timing belt, if applicable, every 90,000 miles, about $800 to $1,200. This is the big one, but if it's already been done, you're good for another 90,000 miles. Add it all up, and you're looking at maybe $500 to $1,000 a year in routine maintenance, depending on how much you drive. Compare that to a $900 a month car payment on a new car. You're spending $10,800 a year just on payments before you even touch maintenance. The math is clear. The 20-year-old Lexus wins every time. Why older is actually better? In some ways. Here's something that'll surprise you. In some ways, a 20-year-old Lexus is actually better than a brand new one. No turbochargers. Newer Lexus models are moving toward turbocharged engines for fuel economy. Turbos add complexity, heat, and potential failure points. The older naturally aspirated engines, simple, reliable, and bulletproof. No CVT transmissions. Some newer Lexus models use CVTs. The older models? Traditional automatics that are proven to last forever. No complex electronics. Modern cars are loaded with sensors, cameras, and computers that can fail and cost thousands to replace. Older Lexus models. Simple, proven electronics that are cheap to fix. Better build quality. Mechanics will tell you this quietly, but the build quality on 2000-era Lexus vehicles is arguably better than today's models. Thicker metal, heavier doors, more sound deadening. They just feel more substantial, easier to work on. No plastic engine covers hiding everything. No special tools required for basic maintenance. If something breaks, you or any mechanic can fix it without a computer degree. And here's the big one, no subscriptions. Newer cars are starting to lock features behind monthly subscriptions. Want remote start? That'll be $10 a month. Heated seats. Pay up. Your 20-year-old Lexus? Everything just works. No subscriptions, no apps, no nonsense. The total cost of ownership comparison. Let's put this all together with a real-world example. Scenario 1. Buy a new 2025 Lexus RX for $55,000. Finance for 6 years at 7% interest. $900 per month equals $64,800 total. Paid insurance, full coverage, $200 per month equals $14,400 over 6 years. Maintenance, warranty covers first 3 years, $2,000 over 6 years. Registration and fees, $3,000 over 6 years. Total cost over 6 years, $84,200. Scenario 2. Buy a 2004 Lexus RX 3.3. Owe for $10,000 cash. No car payment. $0 insurance, liability, or basic coverage. $100 per month equals $7,200 over 6 years. Maintenance, higher than new, but no payment. $6,000 over 6 years. Registration and fees, $1,500 over 6 years. Total, cost over 6 years, $24,700. You just saved $59,500 for the exact same luxury experience. That's not even counting depreciation. That new RX will lose $20,000 in value the moment you drive it off the lot. The 2004 RX, already fully depreciated, it'll be worth about the same in 6 years. Smart drivers understand this math, and that's why they're buying 20-year-old Lexus vehicles. The environmental argument. Here's a bonus reason that not enough people talk about. Buying used is better for the environment. Manufacturing a new car produces about 10 to 15 tons of CO2 emissions before it even leaves the factory. That's from mining raw materials, manufacturing parts, and assembling the vehicle. When you buy a used car, all of that has already happened. You're not contributing to new manufacturing emissions. And if you maintain that 20-year-old Lexus properly, it'll run clean and efficient for another 10 to 15 years, keeping one more car out of the landfill. So not only are you saving money, you're also making a more environmentally responsible choice. The insurance advantage. Here's another benefit nobody talks about: insurance costs. Insure a brand new $60,000 Lexus? You're looking at full coverage with comprehensive and collision. That's easily $150 to $250 a month, depending on your age and driving record. Insure a 20-year-old Lexus worth $10,000? You can drop to liability only or add minimal coverage. That's $60 to $100 a month. Over the course of a year, that's a savings of $1,000 to $1,800 just on insurance. And if you do get in an accident and the car is totaled, you're only out $10,000, not $60,000. The financial risk is way lower. Who should and shouldn't buy a 20-year-old Lexus? Now, I'm not saying everyone should run out and buy a 20-year-old Lexus. This strategy works best for certain types of drivers. You should buy one if you want luxury on a budget, you appreciate nice things, but don't want to go into debt for them. You're handy or have a good mechanic, you're comfortable with occasional repairs, or you have a trusted independent shop. You drive moderate mileage. If you're putting on 10,000 to 15,000 miles a year, these cars are perfect. If you're doing 30,000 plus miles a year, consider something newer. You hate car payments. You'd rather own your car outright and keep your cash flow free. You don't chase the latest tech. You don't need the newest gadgets. You just want a comfortable, reliable ride. You probably shouldn't buy one if you want a warranty. If peace of mind means having a bumper-to-bumper warranty, stick with new or certified pre-owned. You need the latest safety features. Modern cars have better crash protection and driver aids. If that's a priority, go newer. You're not willing to do research. Buying used requires homework. If you're not willing to get a pre-purchase inspection or check service records, this isn't for you. For everyone else, a 20-year-old Lexus is one of the smartest purchases you can make. The bottom line: luxury, value, and common sense. Look, I get it. There's something appealing about a brand new car with that new car smell and a full warranty. But for most people, it's not the smart financial move. A 20-year-old Lexus gives you 90% of the luxury experience for 15% of the cost. And with proper maintenance, it'll last just as long as a new car, if not longer. You get leather seats, a smooth V6 or V8, a quiet cabin, and that legendary Lexus reliability, all without the soul-crushing car payment. Smart drivers understand this. They're not impressed by monthly payments and 7-year loans. They're impressed by value, reliability, and keeping more money in their pockets. So next time someone tells you that buying a 20-year-old car is a bad idea, just smile. Because while they're making payments on a depreciating asset, you'll be driving a fully paid-for luxury vehicle that'll run for another decade. And if you want to make sure your 20-year-old Lexus runs like new for the next 20 years, click the link in the description to download my free 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint. It covers every single maintenance item you need to stay on top of, from oil changes to transmission fluid to brake fluid and beyond. Don't miss out. Grab your free copy now and keep your Lexus running forever. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.